My back feels better now. I'm kinda old, so my back hurts now and then. I'm 36 years old. And when you don't watch your diet and you don't work out, you start getting fat. Then you start having really lame problems. I spent $200 to buy a DDR machine. A 36-year-old man playing DDR. It's kind of silly, right? But it's seriously the only way I'm gonna do an exercise is if it's a game. I don't know. That's just the way I am. I like games. And ever since I bought it, I only use it like twice. It's so hard to get motivated. I'm so lazy, it sucks. Now, where the hell am I? I don't like this place. This place is confusing. And I really want to make good on my promise and show you where this sword is. Shit, I might have missed it a while ago. Is it this way? I think this is it. No, it's not. There's a secret wall you gotta find. I might have missed it, I don't know. There's another undead bone shard. I actually didn't know that was there. No matter how big they are, a rat's a rat. They're pretty easy. Oh, you definitely don't want to go in there. Damn, I'm really lost. I've never even been here before. Well, yes, I have. I don't know, I might edit the video so you don't have to watch me be lost for a while. I really don't want to die. I want to be one of the cool kids that beats this game without dying. Yeah, I definitely don't know where the hell this is. Oh, there it is. Oh, I think this is the first Black Knight, right? Black Knights are fairly hard. And this is where you find it. The Black Knight sword. The sword that I'm using right now. Now that I got that, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. There's all kinds of Black Knight weapons, and they're pretty much all awesome. So I'm one of those people that qualify to get the stimulus check. That $1,200 check. And I pretty much don't need it. Like I can take care of myself without it. And so I got a lot of money in my bank account. And there ain't shit to get. There's no really good, I don't know, there's not a lot of games I'm interested in buying right now. Like there's this, I really like samurai games. I really like samurai stuff. And there's this game coming out called Ghost of Tsushima or something? I don't know, I can't pronounce it. Ghost of whatever, I don't know. There's a samurai game coming out. And I'm a little skeptical about it. Because I jumped on Sekiro, like, you know that game Sekiro, that ninja game. I jumped on that immediately because I like ninjas too, and I wound up hating it. And I tried out Neo as well. I didn't hate that one, but you know, Dark Souls just always will be my favorite. Now this boss freaked me the hell out when I first saw it. And, oh, his arm is large, and it hit me. I usually go for this arm first. His right arm. You wanna break those bracelets? You don't really need to get, I mean, you can get it, but I usually don't. I don't really care for it right now. Now you see that fog surrounding this boss? You do not want to go into that fog. It will kill you quickly. Basically, whenever that fog starts coming towards you, and sometimes he spits out the fog in a huge radius. You want to run away from that guy. But wasn't that a really quick fight? That's definitely one of the easiest bosses. Now this is definitely one of the most breathtaking sceneries in the game. Now what I do is I point the camera this way, and this big scary dog appears. He looks intimidating, and my very first instinct was to run away from it. But he's not as bad as he looks. Well, when he flops around, he hurts you, I guess. So yeah, he's not as bad as he looks. Now, you could have run away, but if you do, like, he returns again in a much more inconvenient spot, so you might as well face him there. Someone almost always invades you in this area. I don't know what it is. Oh, what am I? Silly me, I forgot to get the doll. You can't enter that city yet. Not until you get a doll. Not until you beat a certain boss. We want to go back to the halfway fortress. You want to head this way this time. And there's these dudes with huge logs. They do a lot of damage if they just run into you like they tried. Now this is a pretty wide area, but I actually like to just get through this place as fast as I can. I don't know. There's lots of enemies I can defeat, but they don't give you a lot of points. I don't know, it's just something about this place. I'd like to just run through it. I like killing these guys for some reason. Like, there's some enemies I like to kill and some enemies I don't. Here's a Estus shard. Here's an ember. Kill this guy as quick as you can. Don't let him do anything if you can. You don't have to bother this guy, but I kind of feel like it. See, like, small little enemies like this, like these little crabs. They're pretty easy to kill, but they don't give you that many points. And there's just so many of them here. To your right, there's this guy. Make sure you kill him. If he sneaks up from behind you, it sucks. I knew it. Somebody always invades you here. I don't know what it is. There's some spots that are really popular for invaders. Now be careful on this part, because see that guy up there? He just shot a big thing of magic at me, right? And it hurts like shit. Even if you block it, it hurts. Unless you got a certain shield. I came here for the spring. Here's another guy with a shitty shield. Now this part, I just like to run straight ahead. There's a bunch of magic bastards and other things ready to ambush you there. Now this boss, you want to kill as quick as possible, because otherwise there's going to be a whole lot of magic coming your way and it sucks. The first half of the fight is very easy. It's this part that's a little lame. Like, you start seeing a whole lot of him, and you're gonna have to find out. Oh, this is the real one. See those magic balls he made up here around him? That's the real one. The other ones are fake. And if you spend a lot of time searching for the real one, you just get blasted with magic, and it sucks. Now I'm gonna return to the Firelink Shrine, because I forgot to get my free level ups. I might be a little late. Like, there's this character that I talked to earlier in the game, and he dies on you at a certain point of the game. I kind of forgot to get my free level ups from him, so he might be, there's a chance he might be dead right now. You go this way. Oh, he died on me. See, if he was alive, I would have gotten free level ups. But I missed my chance. I forgot about him for way too long and he died on me. You can totally kill every one of these people here. Although most of them are innocent. Some of them are shitheads. But if you kill them, they do not come back, and that can be a real problem for you. Because some of those people you definitely want around. Plus, if you kill innocent people, there's a higher chance of you getting invaded. At least that's what happened in the second game. If you go this way, there's a lone warrior guarding an ash. So here's the paladin ashes. This part I definitely like to just run through. There's lots of archers from all directions, and there's dogs. It's just a nightmare. The dogs will follow you, but it's definitely better to fight these dogs without the archers around. These guys stab themselves, see? And they turn on fire and they try to kill you. Here's another Estus shard. See this guy over here? If you talk to him a bunch, you'll be able to go to one of the DLC stages. The DLC stages are arguably a whole lot harder. But right now I'm just gonna stick to the main game. I'm gonna show you how to get another Estus flask, Estus shard. If you go to this lady, who is pretty much the shop, you can give her all the ashes you collected. You go to purchase item and you buy this key, the tower key. I'm not gonna buy it because it costs some souls and I don't want to spend that. But once you buy that key, you come over here . Let's see if I can get another seed. I kinda doubt it. It hasn't been that long. Oh, I got a seed. See this gate? You'll be able to open that gate with the tower key that you purchased from the lady. And you can start exploring that beyond that gate, and you'll find an Estus flask. Shard. Estus shard. And a few nice rings. Now in this area, there's a whole bunch of zombies. And I usually just kill the ones that are in my way, blocking the way. Because I think they respawn infinitely, and they don't really give you that many points. So I usually just skip through this part the best I can. Collect a few things. Now you want to be a little careful on this bridge. Yeah, some of the zombies will have something sticking out of their stomach like you saw. Those guys are a little bit more vicious. These guys can be a little tough. These double sword dudes. This is another spot where a bunch of random spears will drop. But you don't have to worry about them if you got the young white branch or whatever. This is where you find the undead bone shard. Now this place has a lot of shortcuts and secrets, but just know that there's a lot to discover here. There's a bunch of annoying archers here. I just run through this part. I hate dealing with archers. That archer you should kill. Now here, you want to wait till that guy comes to you. You don't want to go any further than this. You want him to come to you and face him one-on-one. Because once you get to about this point, a big ass ambush happens. A whole lot of those little midgets come out. And it's just a shit show if you're not ready for it. See, that's 5 midgets. That's 5 midgets ready to pounce on you here. And if you had that dude with the axe fighting there too, like, it sucks. Now you want this guy to come to you and not go any further. Otherwise you'll be facing 2 of these guys. And facing 2 of those guys suck. Facing 2 of a lot of enemies sucks. These guys, when they turn on fire, you want to kill them immediately. Now before you try to kill these guys, there was a guy hanging there. Yeah, if you let him climb up, the fight gets a little harder, and you want to fight this guy first. He was pretty much there to ambush you. Like, if you would have fought all of these guys at once, your odds of surviving is definitely lower. And I bothered to do all of that because there was an ember there. And you know I like my embers. And these are really large doors. Now you will see a gooey thing over there. I usually don't bother with it. You want to take this elevator because it opens up a pretty nice shortcut. I might as well go level up. Back to the chapel I go. Now there's gonna be a huge monster that's gonna try to squash you with his hands. You want to do your best not to get squashed. Obviously. See, the big monster's gonna come out. See? See that hand? Kill this guy, otherwise there's gonna be some problems. I'm gonna collect everything. Oh, he squashed me. Roll. Now you pretty much want to roll constantly here, and you might still get hit, but I didn't. You could go to the left, but it's kind of pointless if you ask me. These guys are pretty tough. They hit you pretty hard, and like any enemies with a big ass shield like that, it's pretty annoying. They'll usually turtle behind it. And if you hit them while they're blocking, they usually leave you in somewhat of a vulnerable state. See? It bounced off and he could have hit me. There's a huge monster in here, so beware. He'll be right above you. Yep, that's the monster. He's not as bad as he looks. Yep, I came here for the Ember. You want to know where all those... You basically want to know where every enemy is that's hanging on the ceiling-ish. Basically, it's nice to know every ambush. Because whenever you get ambushed in this game, it always sucks. This guy leaves behind a neat little sword. It's a sword that makes people bleed. Bleeding weapons can be fun. So that was another shortcut back to there. See that gigantic monster? You could defeat it, but I usually don't bother with it. Because this is one of those annoying mud areas where you move really slow. And you can just get screwed here. So I usually just kind of skip over this part. There's more items in that mud, but they're not that important to me. See this? Do not disturb those guys if you can. Basically, take the path that I'm doing, and you'll disturb very few of those guys. Because when all those guys come at you, it sucks. This guy doesn't have a shield, so you can just feel free to trade blows with him. Here's a couple of computer partners you can summon. You don't really need them for this fight, but I don't know, I always like having people. This is another one of those easy fights. See that guy that's glowing red? That's the guy you want to kill. Now somebody else will glow red, and you kill him. Just be sure to always be on the move for this fight. And you'll be fine. There's the real guy we're after. Yep, just back off and heal whenever you can. Because since there's so many guys, the damage can add up real rapidly sometimes. So back up and heal when you can. You want to set up the bonfire, then get right back up, because this item appears afterwards for some reason. Alright, now that we defeated them, we have the necessary stuff to enter this city. Now this city really frustrated me on my first playthrough. I hated this place. I definitely needed a break from the game. There's lots of tough enemies here. Now there's 3 of these guys on this street. You want to face them one at a time if you can. Just lure one at a time, because fighting 2 or even 2 of these guys at once kind of sucks. There's gonna be, see those stairs on the right? There's a guy up here. These guys also turtle a lot behind the shield. Now see all those guys ahead? I just run right past them. This little section can be a real ugly. It can get really ugly. I just run through it. I don't care for that part. Here's a twinkling titanite. I just run through here too. I don't like facing 2 of them at once. Not if I can help it. This is where you start seeing invisible enemies. So you're gonna want to take care. Right about now, this is where the invisible guys are at. You can spot them if you look hard enough. Their eyes are glowing. And back here you get another undead bone shard. There's an invisible guy here. See those eyes? Now this part, there's 3 dogs. You want to lure out 2 of them. You don't want all 3. And the final dog's over there. If you were to run in there without knowing about the 3rd dog, it gets pretty ugly. Here's an invisible enemy. Now see all those invisible things down there. Like, once you drop down, you want to just get the hell out of there. It gets pretty ugly. There's a bunch of items to get in that place, but they're not that important to me. Here's a secret wall. If you smack it, get yourself a twinkling titanite. There's some invisible enemies in here. There's invisible enemies everywhere here. Yeah, you want to take care on this part. See? I know where all these enemies are at. But if you don't, like, it can get pretty lame here. If you drop down here, you get one of those nifty rings. The Ring of Sacrifice. That thing I just killed. They're pretty easy to kill, but if they do damage to you, it can be quite a lot. Now in this Dark Souls game, like, you can sell the magic for some reason. Like in the other ones you can't, but in this one you can sell the magic. So I pick up magic too, even though I'm not gonna use it. Now there's 2 ways to go here. You either go that way or go this way. You definitely want to light this bonfire before you choose either path. Otherwise, it's kind of lame if you die. Alright, that's enough for now. I'll see you on the next episode.